Good day, family. Good day, everyone. Especially the younger ones. Have you ever heard this statement that says information is knowledge? Knowledge is power, and power puts you on the pedestal of control and management. A lot of people always sometimes make too much of a mistake thinking that it's only when you have been through school, which is very formidable in our life, that's the only way you can get informations and knowledge. But I say the answer is no. Yes, school is extremely formidable, critically important in our life. Otherwise, you will not be able to, you will struggle. Yeah, you will struggle. Let me just put it that way. You will struggle. Education is very, very important as our normal academic pursuit, right? Because education is very, very, wide. Education is wide. So I will narrow it to academic pursuits. When we go to school to learn one or two discipline or the other, right from primary to secondary to tertiary institutions, let me narrow it to academic, okay? Because education is very big, it's extensive, it's so wide. So please, don't get me wrong. That's the way I have been able to experience it, break it down in pieces to my life, okay? So this statement that I've mentioned, that we hear, information is knowledge, knowledge is power, power puts you on the pedestal of control and management. Now, there's a third word that I've not mentioned that actually make you sustain that control and power, which I will speak about later. But before we go, I have to start with information first. Okay? It is very, very important in life that you get informative. And like I said, it's not only in academic pursuits you can actually derive or obtain, or if possible, swallow information. Yes, it helps you. These three words I mentioned two: information and knowledge. The third one is what I've not mentioned. They guide you on your daily activities. It makes you to progress. It makes you to checkmate yourself to know if you are actually doing things right or the other way around. Okay? So that's why it's very, very important. They guide you even when you don't know. They are like a spirit. Those three words I mentioned: information, knowledge. I've not mentioned the third one, but I've given attributes of the third one. And as you're listening to me, if you are very knowledgeable, I'm sure you will have been thinking about that word. That word is the chairman, is the king, is the crown that makes you actually sustain that control and management. Okay? Which is the attribute of the third word. So information is very, very important. When you are informative, it's easy for you to flow in knowledgeable word. Very easy to flow in knowledgeable word. Okay, so if you go through academic life, of course you're going to get informative, because a lot of information will have been passed through you, through teaching and lecturing. Okay? But what actually makes you to be knowledgeable is the information you are exposed to. on a day-to-day of your life. Happens per seconds, per minute, per hour, per day, per weeks, per month, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very important that we get information every now and then. Every now and then. Because information, if you don't have information, right, a lot of things are going to be so difficult for you to be able to achieve. Yes, you may be highly academic, okay, but there are some things, right, that are beyond your control or beyond your knowledge. Sorry, they are beyond, they are beyond your knowledge. That happens in another person's field. But when you cannot get information from that particular area, you realize that you cannot move to the secondary of your situation. And that situation is giving you a tough time. It's giving you a tough time. So that is why they said that when you are informative, you will be knowledgeable. When you are knowledgeable, you'll be able to take it to another level of control, management. So, my dear, everyone here, listening to me, please always pay attention to every, every air that is flying around your eyes, your ears. School, yes, you are limited to some certain information. Whatever your teacher can pass to you, you are limited to it. But information, oh my God, it's everywhere. Everywhere. Both from the intelligent one and even unintelligent one, someone that you say, oh, he's foolish, he's stupid. You can get information from them. Yes. The way and manner he's behaving alone, foolishly, can make you get some insight to some information, to some difficult issues that you have been going through. Just like the way you'll be able to use the knowledge of an intelligent person to be able to navigate yourself in some difficult situation you find yourself. So whenever you find yourself in anywhere, please be curious. Curiosity does not kill. It depends on how you use it. Okay? Curiosity doesn't kill. It depends on how you apply it. Be very, very curious everywhere you found yourself, so that you can be enhancing, you can be, increasing your level of knowledge in life. Do you understand now? And how do you get all of this wherever you find yourself? At the bus stops, studying your environment, studying people around, what they are saying. Do you understand now? Reading a lot. You get information a lot from reading. You get information a lot from viewing, as in either you're seeing things physically or you're watching videos. Depending on the type of videos you are watching, depending on the type of video you are watching, the type of the book you are reading, intellectual content, videos that has to do with a lot of valuable informations. Do you understand now? Those are the things that actually make you diverse into so many other areas of life. Into so many other areas of life that is beyond your areas of discipline from academic area. You'll be able to flow in somebody else's area, in somebody else's career, in somebody else's environment. you will be able to flow. Education, yeah, that's what education is all about. Gathering information here and there, being curious here and there helps you a lot. Working within an office, hearing people talking, watching video, like I said, reading, viewing, listening to people, be very inquisitive and all that. Paying attention to every details. Paying attention to every details is a training that you are getting training from information that are flowing, millions, billions, trillions of information flowing around you, flowing in the videos you're watching, flowing in the books you are reading, flowing in the direct views. People that you're studying in your environment, they are talking, being inquisitive and all that, actually supply information to your subconsciousness and start making you to be reasoning in the different way. You'll be wondering that people bottle this type of information in there. People actually reason in this particular way. People actually act in this particular way. Wow, I never knew that things like this can actually happen or does happen. It is just because you are limited to some certain information. That's why you think some things does not happen. My dear, a lot of things happen under the sun. A lot of things happen under the sun. And a lot has happened before you were born, while you were growing, and before you become an adult or youth, or become young adults and even adults today. A lot of things as a core. So it's always very important. These are the way we can enhance or increase our knowledge. It's not just that I went to school, I studied medicine, I studied engineering, I studied accounting, I studied this and that. There are so many people there are so many people who went to school, has master degree. Yeah. Has PhD degree. And somebody who is not as read as them, we employ them. Somebody who is not as read as them, we employ them. Somebody who is not as read as them, we use their brain like this, like a toothpick. Use their brain like a toothpick. If it's about just school only, you're not going to get anywhere in life. Do they teach us how to make money in school? No. It's something you have to extensively, get further training on, whichever way you've got to get it. Okay, so that's why information is very, very powerful. Then it makes you to be knowledgeable, because by the time you are hearing those information and you are applying them practically, then it becomes experience of your life, of yourself. You hear information, you apply them, it becomes part of you. When it's part of you now, if they wake you at the midnight, like this, and ask you a question concerning that particular what you have practiced, right? You will be able to say it because you have practiced it. You have been able to know the do's and don'ts of that particular situation. That's what they call experience. When it becomes experience, when information that you have practiced becomes experience, then it becomes knowledge. It stays in your head. It stays in your subconsciousness. It doesn't disappear. Sometimes you might not use it for a long period of time, but I assure you, by the time there's a need for it, you just realize that, it's like I've gone through this. Your brain will start, the way Matrix, in the Matrix movies, how it operates, that the way they plan, the way they program the Matrix man in a movie, that his brain was calculating like, I don't know how many trillions of ways. That is the way that knowledge, that experience you have had in the past will flow back into from your subconscious to just come out. That's subconscious. It's just come back into your brain. And I say, oh, that's where you see yourself doing things better, faster, formidable than any other person who he has the same academic as yourself, but he has not practiced a lot of situation as yourself. Just like our children, for example, in various homes. Some parents, they lack training. Some do not lack training, but they don't know how to inculcate into their children while growing up. They'll be saying, oh, it's too young, it's too young, it's too young. And they'll continue to grow. Just now, being foolish as a result of you withholding a lot of information from that child, so that you let that child to start learning right now and practicing right now, so that by the time he grows up, they said, practice make perfect. You realize in your school, your children's school, that teachers, the way they'll be talking about your own child and say, in fact, thank you, daddy, or thank you, mommy. You've done so much for this boy, or you've done so much for this girl. It's so different. The way he or she handles situation, so mature, knows how to, mingle with his friends and go get things done, know how to resolve situation that will not lead to catastrophe, knows how to relate with adults and all that. You wouldn't know. Is as a result of those information you are not withholding, those valuable information that your children needs to be growing with, that you're not withholding. That is making that child to be processing in their brain and get things done in the right way. They will make mistakes. They will do it. They will make mistake in your face. You will correct them and you will show them again, and then they will do it, and then it will be perfect. And then they will grow and be practicing and be practicing. By the time they are found outside your home, the answer you're going to be getting from adult out there is thank you. That is what knowledge is. Knowledge is by you practicing the information you have been exposed into. Then it becomes part of you. When it's become part of you, it becomes an experience. What you don't have, you don't give. Experience is not something you buy in a shopping mall or in a supermarket or in a local market. You cannot buy it. You have to pass through it. You have to pass through it. Then that experience now becomes knowledge. So whenever you find yourself anywhere, when situation happen or occur, or people are talking, by the time people listen to your own opinion, they look at you. You understand what I mean? When an intelligent person listen to your opinion, it takes intelligence to recognize one, right? Good. They look at you and say, wow, you're so loaded. But a foolish person will probably find you proud. Find you proud. Like some of us that will be listening to me now, some will be able to recognize this. Some will look at me and say, what is wrong with himself? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's too much for you. Yeah, it's too much for you. So that's what it is. You see the way you will talk, the way your statement will come out. Oh my God, people are going to listen to you. When you're talking, people will just be quiet. They want to listen. Why? Because you are profounding. You are bringing out something they've not had or something they've had, and you are seconding it, you are confirming it to them and say, oh, I said it. I said that's an intelligent person. But something they've not had and they want to learn now. Their brain is open. Now they want to learn and know better, to be more knowledgeable as well, so that whenever they find themselves in any area or any environment, the people will listen to them. Experience makes people to listen to you. If you have not experienced a lot of things in life, diverse of situations, practice, fail, and win. Some practice and win straight away. What do you want to prove to people that you actually are better than them? Mind you, this is a smoothie. This is a smoothie. All right, so it's not a drink. It's not Coca-Cola or what have you. It's combinations of fruits. That's what makes us to look younger. And plenty of sleep that we don't even have the time to sleep anyway. Keep walking. But whenever we have the time, we try and sleep. Okay, so please be curious, be inquisitive, be ready to learn, be ready to accommodate informations, because this will help you a lot to grow. Okay, then you will also need to practice them, and then it becomes what I have said. I don't want to repeat sound being repeated every now and then. So the last one word, I said something. I said it puts you on a pedestal of control management. Okay, so that's what the word that will actually make you to be able to sustain it even when you are knowledgeable. Like there's a broadcaster I normally listen to very well. You know, I always give it to him, to be honest. He's highly knowledgeable when it has to do with areas of religion. Daddy Freeze is his name. Is very, very knowledgeable when it has to do with the area of religion. This guy, oh my God. This guy has seriously open worms. Imagine a worms that have been buried, covered for generations unborn, all the way from our ancestors, sorry, whichever way. I'm not an Englishman. You understand now? He went and dig the burial ground and bring out the worms to everyone's faces and say, see, this is the worms they have been keeping away from you all these years. That the freeze, Ifedayo. Hey God, that guy is loaded. I have not seen, to be honest, it's not a matter of whatever. I have not seen any religious Geo that can compete with him. This is not a brag or a try to be pompous or what. I have not seen. Yeah. So that guy is also one of them who is so knowledgeable when it has to do with religion. Highly knowledgeable. I give it to him more than 150%. Yeah. If possible, 200%. Or use any percentage you can use on your own. So, like I said, this one now that I'm about to say that actually makes you sustain, it is wisdom. You see this wisdom? When you don't have it, when you lack it, no matter how informative you are, knowledgeable you are, okay, you will realize that wisdom will be failing you all the time. Because you see wisdom, wisdom has to do with you finding yourself in the circumference. You know you are so young. Finding yourself in the circumference of an elderly. And I'm not talking about every elderly ones. There are some elderly people who just grows in numbers. Unfortunately, in terms of intelligence, they lack it a lot. And they've been able to destroy a lot of younger ones, unfortunately. A lot of them are parents. A lot of them are uncles and aunties in so many areas where younger ones exist. They've misled them seriously. So you see, wisdom is not a joke. Even loads of adults don't even have wisdom. They don't have wisdom. It's a deeper thinking before you do something. It's when you deliberate on situation or, yeah, there is always a solution. People are like, wow, what we've been finding so difficult to be able to handle things, and this guy just came, or this lady just came and just drop a bomb, boom, and then we found bearing to our direction, how we're going to go. Oh my God, this lady is so powerful, or this guy is so marvelous. And you see wisdom? Unfortunately, only our parents can give it. I'm very sorry. Only our parents can give wisdom. It has to be there in your gene. And they too have to practice it in your life as you're growing. Yeah. They have to practice it. They have to be talking. It's like our parents feeding us with food in our stomach, which only makes you grow in size of your body. Okay? And helps your brain to also grow as well. But you see, intelligence, wisdom has to do with a lot of the way and manners a lot of adults has been able to express themselves, expedite themselves, explain themselves, practice a lot of things about themselves in front of you as you are growing. Because you know what? Your parents are your first role model. Then followed by your uncles, aunties, those who are older than you in your family. Before you are found out there, before people out there start discovering who you truly are and what you truly have. What you are, what you have are different. They are two different things. We will treat that topic in another day. Do you understand? So, a lot of intelligent adults ought to have been practicing their experiences, their winning, their failures and all that in front of you while you are growing up. This actually build your wisdom over so many years. By the time you are now older or adult, you see that your level of wisdom cannot be quantified among your peers. So that's why I said it's not something you can actually learn in school. No, it has to be from home. Then it can be a bit enhanced from school, a bit enhanced from people around. You are foolish, you are foolish. There's no other alternative to it. You are foolish, no alternative to it. You can only make it better, probably when you associate yourself with some certain level of people that have these things upstairs. When you read better, when you watch quality intellectual content in the videos, listen to those who are very, very exposed. That probably can help you from the low level you are to another 50% level. But if you are the type that this wisdom is like an inheritance in your home and they are practicing it bumper to bumper, tailgating way, you realize that it's just going to be something of natural that sometimes you'll be wondering why some people behave foolish. They will think you are proud. Yeah. So, you see, wisdom is actually what will make you to maintain, sustain, ascertain, and keep that control and management to yourself for a period that will be so long. Because nobody can plug it out from you. Unfortunately, nobody can collect it from you because it's there, except you lose your memory or you are dead. So you see, my dear, please, let's do things in the right way. If we don't have it, don't be shy. Don't be shy at all. Try and mingle yourself with those that have inherited this, and they are busy on day to day in enhancing it. And please, don't be proud when you are with them. Bring yourself down. Don't level yourself down simply because it's your age mate, and you don't want him to see that you are not intelligent or you are not wisdom minded. Calm down. Don't let that person seize you that you want to fight with him or you want to compete with him. It's going to hold a lot of things away from you. And then you would think you are learning, you wouldn't know that you have not even acquired 1% of his knowledge. Yeah. Because they are too intelligent. They can easily sense things around them because they've been sensing it for so many years. That you want to come and tap, at the same time you don't want to be loyal. So that's what I mean. You have to be loyal. And even when you have done enough, when you think you have done enough from them, please continue to be loyal because there's still more. They have the navigation any day, any time. And you that is learning here, remember you are learning at an old age. You did not inherit it. Yes, let's tell ourselves the truth. He has practiced too many things and he knows his way. He knows his bearing. You that is just learning, there will always be problem coming. And then he will be the one. And you will need him by then. And you will think you have acquired everything. And then you will have messed up. Your loyalty counts. Your loyalty is very important. Loyalty will always help you to learn more and to do better. Do not look down on them and say, I've done something now. Forgetting so much they've deposited into your life. So much they've deposited into your life. And now you want to show your arrogancy. Have you sat down one day at all and and remember where you were before you meet this type of people and what information they've been able to release into your life, guide you, navigate you, push you, direct you, bumper to bumper, that they did not let you rest and make sure you achieve so many mountains in front of you that you don't even know how to start. So many mountains in front of you that you don't even know how to start. In fact, some of the mountain was derived along the line, and the same intelligent person here, this same wisdom-minded person here, discover it for you and also push you to get it done. And you were afraid, and at the end of the day, he used his knowledge, his intelligence, his wisdom to guide you, and you succeeded. And all of a sudden, your arrogance is set in replacement of loyalty. My dear, you're going to suffer for it. You're going to pay for it. No matter how you run, no matter how you do, you are going to pay for it. In fact, if care is not taken, you are already paying because you have stolen. You have only stole somebody's materials. Yeah. And you did not pay homage. Yes, you did not pay homage. Nobody is God, but I tell you what, we are spirit being. We are spirit being. You cannot see God. Unfortunately, you can only see God through the way you move. And you see that person in front of you, creating solution into your life. That is the God, your creator, has sent to you to make your life easy. So when you now turn back and make the person's life miserable, you're surely going to pay. There's no way you can go about it. You will pay. Anyway, like I said, now you see, information is knowledge. Knowledge is wisdom. So it is that wisdom that makes you be in charge, in control. Set your management level and you sustained it. Ireo, bless you. You hear me again. Thank you. Bye, family.